What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to create AI thumbnails using Canva and Discord. And Canva is it's a free app. You can use it for free to create your thumbnails. Midjourney is a paid subscription. It's inside Discord, so like the way it works is basically you can have an app in Discord and like you can use the different programs and stuff like that. So basically, like your phone, you have your phone, but then you have all of your apps in your phone. It's basically the same thing. It's just an operating system that it enters itself into. But Midjourney is a free subscription. Discord is free, like the app Discord, but then you have to insert Midjourney into Discord. So Midjourney is like $11 a month, and then Canva's like $10 a month, which they're both relatively cheap, and they make really good stuff. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you right here, and show you what we're going to work on today. So today it's going to be YouTube thumbnail. Yes. So what you can do is you can go to create, and then literally all you have to do is type in YouTube thumbnail, and it comes up right there. So that's the dimension that you need. So we're going to go ahead and create this blank canvas just like this. And Canva comes with like templates and stuff that you can use, and you can use those. I really like to just create them myself based off of what I'm wanting, right? So we really have been wanting to duplicate John Bevere's channel, and if you go to his YouTube channel, this is what his thumbnails look like. So we're going to try and duplicate close to something like this. Yes. Okay, so let's pick one. Let's see here. Let's do let's see. Let's pick let's see. Let's do something like this one. Before heaven comes. Let's see. So we're going to duplicate this. Yes. Okay. So first thing we need to do is we need to generate an image. Yes, for our background. Let's see what they used here. Before heaven comes. Yeah. So they use like a world burning and then like heaven on this side. So we're going to probably do more like the world burning side. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is go to Discord. So we open Discord once we've installed the app, and you can put Midjourney on there, and you can look up a YouTube tutorial on how to do that. It's not that difficult. You just have to like go through the steps to do it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to give it a command. So with Discord, you have to command it. So the way that you do that is you go /imagine. And then now, see Midjourney, your Midjourney app is up right there. You see Midjourney bot. So then now you can generate any image that you want based on the prompt that you give it. So we want world burning, right? So we want picture of earth burning with fire all around it. View from space. And it's important to like really be specific as possible, because I mean it's AI and like a computer, so you have to be really specific. Okay, and then we're gonna say real look, real view, and the reason why I do this is because the AI, you really have to be as specific as possible, and you kind of have to like repeat yourself a lot, because it is a computer, so it needs like repetitive to be able to get it the way that you really want it. So we're going to go real look, real view, real cinematic, realistic, if I can spell, view. Okay. So then next what you're going to do is you're going to tell it what dimensions you wanted it. So the dimensions we want this for Canva, this is almost like a regular 16:9 image. So like a 1920 by 1080, but the ratios are 16:9. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Discord back here, and we're going to go --AR, which is basically aspect ratio is what it stands for. We're going to go 16:9, and that's the dimensions that we want it. Looks good. Boom. Okay. So, and then it's going to take a second to kind of generate some options. So then what we're going to do for right now is we're going to go and upload our photo. So when you make a thumbnail, you want to take like a really engaging photo. You can do it on your phone. You don't have to have like a nice camera or anything. So you can take it on your phone. Just make sure that you have like good lighting and stuff like that. So we've already taken one for the one that I'm going to use today. It's of Evangelist Talon, and it's right here. Boom. So all you have to do for Canva, you can just literally click the image, and then it automatically puts it on there for you. Okay. Now you're like, bro, how do I remove the background? Well, easy step. If you're using Canva, with Photoshop, it's a little harder. But with Canva, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is click the image that you want to remove the background of, and you click this BG remover. That is background remover. Boom, and it's done. Yeah, fire, right? Okay, so I'm gonna shrink this, close these down a little bit, and then make this. Okay, so also another thing, if you look on John Bevere's channel, he fills up most of the frame. Like, you see how it's cutting his head off, right? Like on the top of his head, on all of them, pretty much, they're all cutting. Like, he's almost the biggest thing in the window. So, and that's important because you want it to seem personable. Like, you don't want your thumbnail, you to be like way down here, because then you're small and everything else is big, and you're like, but Ryan, the biggest point is like the image, and like I want to show off everything, right? No, you want to seem very personable. So just like about that, so we're going to make him really huge where he fills up the frame again, and we're using this as inspo. So it's a good thing to, like, before you create your thumbnail, it's a good thing to have like a direction that you're going, right? Because if you don't have anything to go off of, you're just going to be like shooting in the dark, and then you're going to spend 5 hours on a thumbnail that should have taken you 20 minutes. So boom, so that's done. I am going to edit this a little bit because he does look a tad bit dark. So the way you can do it with Canva is you can click the image, go to edit, and then go to adjust. And then I'm going to turn up the brightness just a tad, right? I'm going to adjust this a little bit, and then turn up the contrast, make him a little darker, just make him a little brighter, right? That way it really accentuates everything in the image. Boom, that looks great. Now he's bright, because if you look at John Bevere's, again, he's very bright, right? He's the brightest, almost the brightest thing on the image. Okay, so now our image should be done generating. We can go and look at what they generated. Okay, this is good. I like this second one, so we're going to do 2. Now with Discord, you can make like multiple versions. Like, so say I like 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it generate it again. So I click version 2, which is going to regenerate and give me 4 more different options based on this one picture. So, which I think it's really cool. That's why I like using Midjourney more than like Canva AI. But you can do this the same way in Canva AI, or honestly ChatGPT. ChatGPT has been slapping here lately. So you don't always have to use this or whatever. This is just what I like to use and what I think is best. So, okay, look. So you see it generated 4 more options based on this one that we generated a second ago. I actually really like volume 1. We're going to see what that generates again. But let's go ahead and use this third one down here. This one's dope, right? That looks really cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to click, you want that third one, so you're going to click U3, then it's going to give it to you right here, and then we're just going to save it to our downloads. Boom, image saved. Then we're going to go to our downloads section here, and then we're going to upload it into Canva. Boom. Look at that. That's cool, right? So then now we're going to make it as big as the other frame. And then I kind of want to see how I have Evangelist Talon centered on the right. I'm going to adjust my image to make sure that it's like symmetrical, right? Because you want it to look as clean and symmetrical as possible, just like John Bevere's are. So we're going to kind of drag it to the right a little bit and size it up, just like that. Boom. Dude, that looks dope, yeah? Okay, boom, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so that looks pretty fire. Yeah, I like it a lot. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to generate our text. And we said, what was the text on there? It's before heaven comes, yeah? Okay, so the way you generate text is you go to text, you click a text box, and it'll add it right here for you, okay? So we're going to say before heaven comes. Okay, now the important part is picking what font to use with like your text, is in picking a nice clean font. You don't want anything that's like Times New Roman and you can't read it, right? It's just like you want to make sure that it's readable and clear, right? So I use this text called Antune. I use it on a lot of stuff for Evangelist Dalen and for KU, mainly because it's clean and you can read it and it's easy to read, right? And that's what you want with your thumbnails. You don't want them to be like, you don't want to pick, like, let me show you, for example. We could do like Times New Roman and it would make it completely different, like that. And then, like, you don't want it to be like small and unreadable, right? Not that you can't use Times New Roman, but you just, again, you just want it to be as readable as possible. So, boom. Okay, that's done. Now, what was the difference with his middle one was a different color. So we're going to go ahead and select heaven. And we're going to make it a different color. Well, we're going to highlight it, select it, make it a different color. Well, it doesn't seem to be working, right? So we're going to duplicate this. Make this space here. Boom. And then we're going to select this. I think when you try to do two different colors in Canva, sometimes it kind of wigs out. See, there it works. Okay. Boom. That's dope, yeah? Okay. So, we've got him situated. We've got our text there. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to add. So I want this text to kind of pop off from the back. I don't want it to blend in because you can kind of see how it blends in and it makes it not readable. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to elements over here in Canva and you can literally search up literally anything that you want. I'm going to type in black gradient and it's going to pull up these little gradient looking things. This is called a gradient when it like fades into one color to another. It just is fading into transparency at the moment. So I'm going to duplicate this just like that. Dude, that looks fire. Yeah. Boom. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah. And then if you wanted to, you could make some like, again, Canva has options for like everything. You can literally just type in fire and it pulls up all these little fire things, right? You can literally like, boom. Look at that. That looks fire, doesn't it? Literally fire. We're going to put some fire behind him just to kind of give it some more depth. I'm going to put that, drag that down back behind him, just like that. Boom. That looks cool, yeah? All right. I think we're getting somewhere. Let's duplicate that again. Now I'm just like kind of playing with it, right? Just to make it better. And again, this is Canva. It's free. You can use the free version. These are all with like the pro version, but it's only like $10 a month. I mean, and if you want to make really good thumbnails, it's really worth it. So, boom, that's cool, yeah. So this is basically it, yeah. I think this is dope. You could use this as a thumbnail. Again, there's 500 different ways that you can do it and make it really cool and make it really what you want it to be. But this is just a simple tutorial of how to put things together and put it on paper. And put it on Canva, okay? So the last thing we need to talk about is exporting. With Canva, with YouTube, you can't upload a PNG as a thumbnail. You have to export it as a JPEG. So the way you do that is you go to like share and you go to downloads. And then what you're going to do is you're going to change the file type from PNG to JPEG. And then you're going to download it like that, okay? So then after you download it, you'll name it, and then you can literally just upload it into YouTube where it says upload your thumbnail. So yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for joining this tutorial. I hope this really helped you. Yeah, that's great. Have a great day.